Okay, so I just got done with day 3. I know I didn't do a video for day 2, but you know what, that's in the past, so I'm just going to move on with day 3. And basically what today was all about, today is still all about, because it's only noon, and I don't go to bed until around midnight or 1 o'clock, up at 7, so I'm trying to extend my days by sacrificing a little bit of some sleep, because I can afford to sacrifice a little sleep. But anyway, today, look at me, I'm staring at this instead of looking at you guys. See, I'm already not showing humility. That's what today's all about. Today is about being humble. Not in the sense of saying that you're humble or saying I don't deserve this or I don't deserve that. Not in the sense of words, but in the sense of actions. There's a big difference between speaking humbly and showing humility. I've realized today that I would rather be a verbally cocky person and physically humble through my actions, yet cocky through my words. So pretty much an egomaniac, or I'd rather be an egotistical person as far as my words go, yet when it comes to my actions, I show the utmost humility. I'd rather be that way than someone who is humble in what they say and cocky and selfish in the way they act, which is the way I've been for several years. And that it all stems from that 500-year-old archaic mindset of black and white, and this is how I think. I mean, it's so hard. I feel great. I feel enlightened. I feel wise. I already feel like I'm becoming wiser and wiser just within these last 3 days. Ty, if you ever get to see this, you saved my life. That's all I want to say. And like you just said in your video that I just finished watching today, I'll show humility by committing to this fully, giving it 100%. I'm done going through life giving it like 60 or 70% and getting mad when I don't get 100% results. No, I'm going to do this 100%. And if I get only 60 or 70% out of it, well, I deserve it, for one. And two, try again. That's what this is all about. If after these 67 days I don't feel like I'm where I want to be, I'll start over. Because I have faith. Because changing, I am going to be 25 next year. So changing 24, let's see, I wouldn't say 24. Well, yeah, 24, because you start learning and soaking in things when you're a baby. So changing 24 years of programming and allowing a new train of thought to come in and take over, 24 years, allowing a new philosophy, a new idea, a new lifestyle to come in and change and take over one that you've been with for the last 24 years is hard. It's tough. But I'm going to commit. I'm going to commit. Not just for you, but for myself. Not just for Nancy, but for myself. I mean, because everything else can be taken away from me, except for my pride and my resolve and my humility and who I am as a person. Everything else can be taken away from me. But if I can do this and do this successfully, then without all the other things, I could still find a way to fulfill my life and find all the other things: health, wealth, love, and happiness, a good life. But I just want to get this on video real fast, just for documentation purposes. I believe it'll help me. And I've been posting these on Facebook, so that all of my friends, all of the people who support me can read these as well. I mean, not just so that they can come and say, "Oh, good job, thank you, oh man, yeah, keep it up," but because there's some of them that might be going through the same exact things. And if even just one of them can read these and connect it to their own life and be like, wow, he's doing good for himself. I mean, and all those things that he's saying make sense. Where's it all coming from? What's your secret? What's going on? Or just change their life. I don't want them to come to me. I mean, I don't want people to come to me. That's just completely egotistical. But if I can just help somebody else by that, then that's what really matters. So, how humble am I really? How much humility do I show? I've been going through the last several years thinking that I am a humble person because of the way I speak, because of the words that I say. Yet I fail to realize that even the sun. Oh man, sometimes I think I need to take typing classes sometimes, because I still can't. Hold on. There we are. And I've met great people in this program who are reaching out to me to stay in touch, to help, like church. They help keep you motivated. They talk to you about what's going on. How are you doing? How's it working for you? Yeah, it was great for me. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. My mentor's this, it's great. I used to think I was a humble person because of the way I spoke, the words that I said. Yet I failed to realize that even some of the cockiest people that you may know are actually oh my goodness, and Facebook! It automatically updates afterwards, and my timeline, so now I gotta go to my profile to read it, so, alright, anyway. Oh, where was I at? Yeah, I failed to realize that even some of the cockiest people you may know are actually probably more humble and show more humility than you think. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time, was also one of the cockiest men you would see on the court. Yet even after winning several NBA championships, he still was the first to practice. He still showed humility by being the first one to practice and asking his coaches, what can I do better? What do I need to do? He was the greatest. He was the greatest. Most of us win only one championship and then turn around and act like we need to fix nothing. Jordan won several, I think 6 or 7 championships, and yet still turned around and realized he still had room for improvement. Wow. No, really. Wow. That's a revelation in and of itself. I mean, if you can't relate to that, then, I mean, I don't know. In the Bible, Jesus speaks a parable of a man who had a vineyard and 2 sons. He asked one to go work the vines, and the son replied no. Yet he felt conviction and showed humility by turning around and doing it anyway. The man asked his other son to do the same thing, and he replied, yes, sir, and yet turned around and didn't do it. He spoke humbly, but did not show humility. This all brings me to a time in my life when I was 17. I walked into a local tattoo parlor and asked one of the artists to mentor me. I knew nothing about tattooing. Where am I at? I need to start using my mouse. I knew nothing about tattooing, yet I did know that most people who made it in tattooing had a mentor. So I asked him to be my mentor, and he looked at me and said, "The information that I would teach you," see, I need to use my mouse. "The information that I would teach you as your mentor would cost you about $10,000 to learn at an art school. Do you have a portfolio? Do you have $10,000? How much do you already know about tattooing?" To this I replied, no, and none. He chuckled and then told me to come back when I had $10,000. I was appalled and stricken by what he had said. What a douchebag, I thought to myself. Yet I was too archaic in my 500-year-old mindset that I didn't see why he turned me down in such fashion. It wasn't because I didn't have $10,000. That wasn't the reason. But because I spoke humbly yet didn't show humility. It was serious. If I was serious enough about it, then I would have turned around, went home, pulled out my sketchbook, and just began to draw until my fingers bled. I would have paid more attention in art class and read more books on color theory and other books about artwork. I would have noticed that then instead of becoming blinded by rage and pride and put in the work and showed humility, I would probably be a tattoo. I wouldn't be a tattoo. What am I talking about? Yeah. I'd be a tattoo. That's what I would be. Okay. I was gonna say be a tattoo artist. I would be a well-seasoned tattoo artist by now, and he would probably have been my mentor. We all have these million-dollar ideas and dreams. Yet until we show humility and commit to the idea that we're good, but we can still improve, we will never see that which we believe we deserve. That is my revelation for today. That is my daily epiphany for today. This is the thing, as I'm going through this, as I am taking these 67 days to help improve myself, to help improve my health, wealth, love, and happiness, to help rewire and overwrite my 500-year-old archaic mindset, to develop a new evolutionary stable strategy that will work with my life and will help me towards the things that I most desire. The thing I most desire is love, is relationships, human connection. That's what I desire most over money. I desire that more over my wealth, more over my health, and I can't say happiness because if I have my love, if I have my human connections, then I will be happy. And I will probably be healthy. So probably can't even say health. I desire it though more than my wealth, which I guess that means I desire also my health and my happiness more than my wealth. That's what I desire most. Not just a romantic relationship, but just human connection with my family, my closest friends. And yes, my romantic relationship with the person that I love most in the world. Until I show humility, then the things that I most desire won't come to me because my deserve it factor isn't high enough. because I simply don't deserve it. Until I put in 100%, I don't deserve it. I can't keep going through life giving it 60, 70% and getting upset when I don't get 100% results. So that's what I learned today. Yeah. I'm going to show humility by committing to this program, by committing to this cleanse, this redemption, this journey of redemption that I have already invested the next 2 months of my life in. I have already decided I'm going to take the next 2 months and see where it gets me. 67 days, it's about 2 months. And like I said, I'm not going to focus so much on where I want to be that I will see it as a failure if I'm not exactly there. I have never focused on perfection. I have always been a person to focus on improvement rather over perfection. Am I improving? I don't care if I'm not the best, but am I getting better? That's what I'm going to be looking for over the next now 64 days. Am I getting better? Have I picked up a book to read it? Have I shown a little bit more humility? Have I tried becoming more aware of my surroundings, of my environment? Have I tried finding the problems in the things that people think there are no problems? Seeing that which others don't. Those are the things I'm looking for. And do I feel good? Am I happier? Am I feeling fulfilled? Those are the things I'm looking for. And I think I might start posting these somewhere, I don't know yet. But so that anybody else, not for a following, not for any of that, but so that I could help anybody. I don't have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of means about going out and changing the world just yet. But if I can just start here by posting these, because anybody could talk to my friends and family, the people I care most about, and tell them the same thing, but there's no reason for them to trust that person. But there is a reason for a lot of them to trust me. We've known each other. A lot of them I've known for several years, and I've developed strong relationships with them. And so I feel that if they are in any way going through anything as similar as I am right now, then maybe the words coming out of my mouth and being able to look at me and see me speaking to them, maybe that will help them. And I only hope in return that they figure out a way to do the same for the people they care about. Here today, that's all I want. So that's what I'm going to do. I said earlier I'm going to try, but no. I'm done saying I'm going to try, or I'm going to work on it, or we'll see. I'm going to do it. That's what I'm going to do. So that was day 3. If you guys like this, if you enjoy it, and you want to see more, just stick with me. And if this is helping you at all, if you want to talk to me, share some ideas, share some thoughts, or even what you're going through, I'll be here. You can find you'll find my contact information. I'll leave it somewhere. Anyways, guys, thank you to everybody, all my friends and family. Thank you everybody so much for all the support that you've shown me. I do need it because I can't do this on my own. I got a message here that I haven't read yet. I swear. And that message was sent to me over an hour ago. I swear. If that's the notification that just went off on my phone, that I got that message, I'm not going to be upset, but it's funny. I don't know. This is a great phone, and it was given to me by my buddy Devin, who is a great example. I'm going to speak to you real quick, Devin. Thank you so much, and I know I owe a lot to you. I know that at least I owe that drawing that I told you I would get to you, and forgive me because I've been sick, and I am on the road right now. Not, of course, I'm sure you know what I mean. Not sick in the conventional way. No, I've been sick in the head. I haven't been mental or psychotic or anything like that, but I have been mentally ill in a way that has been keeping me from fulfilling my obligations. And just know that I am working on it and that I will overcome this. But for those of you who don't know, my buddy Devin, I see him not as often as I should and not as often as he deserves. But when I do, it's always a good time, and it's always a meaningful time. And he is the kind of person that I aspire to be. He's a very, when he speaks about things that he knows, you know that he knows. Because when he speaks about it, he speaks with confidence. And to some people, it might come off as he's egotistical or an egomaniac or self-centered or narcissistic. Some people might think that about him when they first talk to him because he's a very confident person. And he knows what he knows, and he knows that he knows. So when you speak to him about something he knows, he's going to let you know that he knows. He ain't going to act like he doesn't know. But even with all that, that guy will turn around and talk to you, listen to you. That guy will give you the shirt off of his back, literally. That guy has done more for me than, sadly, some family has. And I'm not speaking about anybody in particular. The majority of my family has always been there for me. Has always been there for me. If they haven't been there for me physically, they've been there for me emotionally. They've stopped in every once in a while, let me know that they're here, let me know that they care, and I appreciate that. Yeah. He speaks like a cocky, arrogant person sometimes. He can sound that way. But he is the most humble person that I have ever met. Probably besides my dad. my dad who raised me. He's got to be the most humble person I've ever met. And he has done more for me than I could ever deserve as of right now. And Devin, if you ever see this, just know that if I didn't before, I realize now, and I appreciate it. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it. That's how it's going for me. It's going great. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling wiser, smarter, stronger. If you're going through the same thing, like I said, my contact information will be somewhere around here. Just send me a message. You know, if we get to know each other and I feel like you're someone that I can really trust, I'll even give you my phone number. Feel free to call me or text me. Not gonna make any promises on that one though. But just thank you to everybody.